Right, it's time to get interactive. Mapitso is here. Maps.
Hello, Izzy.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too.
You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. Now let's talk about change. We all want to live in a better Ghana. We want to leave a better Ghana for the future generation. But in your small corner, what are you doing to improve the country? Or are you just waiting for the leaders to do something? Today we're asking you, who leads the change, the citizen or the leaders? Are you leading the change or you're waiting for someone else to do it? Well, before we take some of your comments, Deputy Chairman of National Commission for Civic Education has said that the needed change for the development of Ghana must be led by the citizens and not politicians. Kathleen Addy recounts that history is replete with examples of how citizens came together to form and build nations.
My issue is never about change the entire system. My issue is about doing things that will strengthen the democracy. So, for instance, Nana spoke about his DCE. Why is the DCE so unconcerned about citizens? Because the DCE is not elected. DCE is not accountable. You understand? When the Constitution was written, that was done for a purpose. We have evolved. We have gone past it. We are at a point where those concerns at the time may not be the same concerns we have today. So today we are pushing to elect our the heads of local governments. What difference would that make? It means that the DCE, who by the way controls every citizen's share of the national cake. Your share of the national cake is not with your MP. Your share of the national cake is with your DCE or your MCE or your head of local government. You understand? That is the person we should be demanding the accountability from. But we don't feel empowered to demand that accountability because we don't elect them. We don't elect them because we don't elect them, and we have no say in their staying in the position or getting up or being moved from that position. You know, the connection is not there. The pressure on the MPs and the demanding of accountability from MPs is because we elect them. And because we elect them, we feel like them. And that is the democracy. You elect people, you hold them to account, you have them deliver, or you punish them. Right. You understand? Yes. So all I'm saying is that as the democracy is evolving, things change. So now you have a situation where you are electing DCs. That should solve a certain problem. Then you move on. You have a situation where you need a constitutional review to do a couple of things. You take a couple of items. You go on referendum. Anything that requires an overnight change will not work. You build in every system. You build and you take painful, hard steps with hard work. And that is how you get the system to work.
Well, that's Deputy Chairperson of National Commission for Civic Education. Now, what does Chief and host of That's My Opinion, Nana Sakwa, have to say about leading change in Ghana?
In the wisdom of our ancestry, me as a chief of Edumasa, I don't have an ounce of power. I have absolute authority. The power then is broken up and is given to the ministers. So in any area that I need to operate, I need to operate with the chief involved in that area. And for him to also use his power, he has to come and get authority to use that power.
So there's a balance.
This is a balance. So in our ancestry, all these things had been thought of and checked. It's impossible that me, the chief, you give me authority and power, I can do and say as I please. So you wonder that why is it that in this computer age, the Asante Hinis or Chen Hinis and the Akomu Hinis are still surviving? Because it is woven into the fabric of the people.
Yeah. Wow.
In fact, yesterday the youth were demanding.
Well, I've also been speaking to some citizens about who leads the change. Is it the citizens or the leaders? And this is what they had to say.
So actually it's the leaders, because the citizens do not have the power. It's the leaders who have power to lead. Yes. But it must take the citizens who have to drive the leaders to be able to lead.
There are the leaders, there are few there, over there. So we citizens, we need to have our game. Because you have an assemblyman, you have a district assembly. Especially, we need to put pressure in the assembly. Because the local level, we are local people have to pay the taxes through assembly.
What I want to say is, I think the leaders need to inspire the followers, right?
So much of the work depends, yes, must depend on the leaders.
Okay.
All right. If you're a leader and you can't inspire a change, then you're just wasting our time. Like this person is doing, he can't inspire the people, and so yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, you can go to our Facebook page, Joy News on TV, to answer that question: who leads the change, the citizen or the leaders? Izzy, quick one. Who leads the change?
All right, I'll say it's the leaders who are supposed to lead the change. But if they fail to lead the change and they change for themselves, then the citizens would rise up against them and change them.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for a celebration.
Yes. Okay. So the fact that we have 1 million likes on Facebook, thank you very much for giving us the 1 million likes. Each and every one of you, 1 million of you have liked this page, and that's the reason why we do what we do.
Yes, 1 million of you have liked the page, but we know 100,000 are just watching and observing. It's okay. You can just click the like button. We appreciate it, okay? Cool. But you know how to continue the conversation. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV, and I am Mapito CBD.